All right, so if you're in tech, I hope you enjoyed your quiet holiday plans because they might have just been completely blown up. Something absolutely massive just dropped, and it's basically setting the entire stage for 2026. We have to talk about this, like right now. Yeah, just as everyone was, winding down, getting ready for a quiet holiday, OpenAI decided to drop what is probably the biggest tech surprise of the entire year. Okay, so first up, a Christmas Eve surprise. Let's dig into what actually happened because the timing on this, it's just perfect. Yep, you heard that right. On December 24th, Christmas Eve of all days, with zero warning, no big announcement, no fanfare, OpenAI just dropped GPT 5.2. And look, this wasn't just some minor update. It didn't just meet expectations, it absolutely shattered them. It completely rewrote the rulebook for what we thought was even possible. I want you to just look at this number for a second. 55.6%. So what is this? This is GPT 5.2 score on SWE Bench Pro. And if you don't know, that's like the gold standard. It's the ultimate test for an AI's ability to solve real-world software problems. We're talking fixing gnarly bugs, building entire features from scratch. 55.6. Just let that sink in. Now, to really put that into perspective, look at this. The previous record was hovering just over 32%. The most optimistic, like pie-in-the-sky analysts, they thought we might, just maybe, hit 35% this year. GPT 5.2 didn't just raise the bar. It strapped a rocket to it and launched it into another galaxy. This isn't just an update, folks. This is a full-on generational leap. So that brings us to the big question, right? How? How did they pull this off? Well, the secret sauce, the magic behind the curtain, it has a name: adaptive reasoning. And we're going to break down exactly what that means. Basically, it's an AI model's ability to dynamically adjust its computational effort based on how complex a task is. The best way to think about it is like a variable throttle for its brain. For the very first time, an AI can actually decide how much it needs to think about something. It's not just stuck in fifth gear, flooring it at 100 miles an hour for every single problem. It adapts. And here's what that looks like in the real world. You give it a super easy task, right? Something simple like, write hello world. The model's like, got it, and the speedometer barely moves. It uses just a tiny bit of energy, and boom, you get your answer instantly. But then you throw it a curveball, a really hard task, like re-architect our entire production database. Whoa, that speedometer goes straight into the red line. The model diverts massive computational resources to really deeply think through the problem. And this is the absolute game changer. See, old school AI models, they use maximum power for everything. Super simple question, incredibly complex problem, doesn't matter. Full throttle. Which is, wildly inefficient and crazy expensive. But with adaptive reasoning, you only pay for the horsepower you actually use. It's kind of like the difference between driving a gas-guzzling monster truck to go pick up a carton of milk versus driving a smart hybrid that knows exactly when to just sip a little electricity. And think beyond coding. Imagine what this efficiency means for things like complex scientific research or real-time financial modeling. It's huge. All right, so just when you think, okay, OpenAI has 2026 completely locked down, the story takes a really interesting twist. It turns out a new challenger has appeared. So you gotta ask, right? Is OpenAI the only one playing in this new sandbox? The answer, surprisingly, is a very loud no. A dark horse has officially entered the race. Meet Minimax. This is a company coming out of China, and believe me, they have not been sitting on their hands. They've been quietly, diligently working on their own approach to efficient AI, and you should absolutely not underestimate them. So, their new model is called M2.1, and its strategy is completely different. It's hyper-focused. It is not trying to be the everything AI for everyone. Instead, it is aimed laser-like at one group, Rust and C++ developers. It's all about high-speed, super-efficient code generation for those high-performance systems. And this isn't just some niche play. It's a brilliant strategic move. It's setting up this classic showdown for the new year. You've got the all-powerful do-anything generalist, GPT 5.2, going up against this lightning-fast, purpose-built specialist. So, let's step back. What does all of this actually mean? What are the big picture implications? We've got count them, two totally revolutionary models hitting the market at pretty much the same time. This is setting the stage for a fundamental, ground-up shift in how we build, well, everything. And if there's one thing you take away from this, it's this quote. 2026 is going to be the year of hybrid intelligence. The whole conversation is shifting. It's not about AI replacing developers anymore. It's about creating this seamless, powerful partnership. We're entering an era of hybrid intelligence, where we, the human professionals, are augmented by these incredibly efficient, task-aware AI partners. Just imagine, a developer and an AI, pair programming on the most complex code you can think of, or scientists and an AI, working together to discover new drugs at a speed we've never seen before. And that leaves us with a really big question, doesn't it? We've just witnessed AI take this incredible leap forward in its ability to think and adapt. So now, the ball is in our court. The challenge shifts to us. As these AI tools get exponentially more powerful, more efficient, how are we going to learn to work with them? How will we change our own workflows, our skills, our entire way of thinking to make the most of this incredible new partnership? The race is definitely on.